Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of our Rebuilding the Thunder series. Today we're going up against the Spurs. It's going to be a really tough matchup for us. They match up really well against us. We don't have a good small forward to defend Kawhi Leonard, but we'll see what Stanley Johnson can do. I'm going to go with those flex jerseys. So we don't start off real well, we lose the tip, but then we force a backcourt violation, so it's not all that bad. I'm going to try and slow the pace down a lot in this game, run a lot of pick and rolls, see if we can force something. I don't want to try and run the fast break a lot. We don't have a lot of scoring. You know, without Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, there's not a lot of options. So we leave Kawhi Leonard open for a 3. Not a good start at all. But we'll see how we can come back from this. Try and run the pick and roll again. See what I can get with Adams. I forced the pass there. Not a good pass. Not a good start at all. 2 consecutive turnovers. Not good. As you can see, we get a stop there though. We get a semi-fast break here. There's not much there. We'll move it around. And we get our first score through Oladipo. So it's only 1 point down. Nice block there by Reggie Jackson. We don't want any of that stuff in our paint. We're gonna play a physical brand of defense with this team. Get another stop. Time to run the fast break. Can't get that one to go there. Get back on defense, and we need another stop here.
Outside Green. Here's Duncan.
So we get another stop. I'm going to try and run the fast break again here. Let's see what we've got. Reggie Jackson in the post. Let's kick it out to Stanley Johnson, and we nail a wide open 3. 2 points up on the Spurs. The way we like it.
In the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
So I'm going to try and show you guys a lot of gameplay in this series. I want you guys to get involved in it as well. I see that there's a lot of other series on YouTube doing the same thing, but most of them are just simulating all the games, whereas I want to play as many as possible before 2K17 comes out. So I'll make sure that I upload plenty of gameplay for you guys. I'm going to run another pick and roll here with Steven Adams, and it leads to a wide open dunk.
Nice move.
Good start here. Tie game. As long as we can stay with him, we've got a chance. Reggie Jackson taking it all the way to the basket. Misses. It's okay, we get the offensive rebound. Dribbling straight around Kawhi Leonard for a wide open layup. Just too quick.
We were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long. The Gator program.
Still in the first quarter, tie ball game. Run another pick and roll here. Now that I've got the bench in, see what Cantor can get going. Force another bad pass. Not a good start. I'm playing really badly, choosing my passes, but I'm getting the stops, which is saving us. Hit the nice little pull up. Cameron Payne. And we get another stop there with a huge block from Roberson on Kawhi Leonard. As you guys know, I'm a massive fan of Roberson. He's one of my favourite players on the Thunder. He plays good defense. He gets in, gives it his all, he hustles hard, and his offensive game is improving as well. He could be a really good player in the league one day, I believe. So we got our bench against the Spurs bench at the moment. Patty Mills gets a fairly easy shot, but we get the stop. Unfortunately, I forced myself into another bad pass, but luckily I make them turn it over again. So I just need to control my passes here, and we'll have a much better chance of winning this game. We're playing some good defense here. It's not a very good position at all, but we get the score, so pretty lucky with that one.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision making for them offensively.
Absolutely, their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling
once again, Patty Mills missing his shot. Patty Mills had a really bad game in this game, and then we get a wide open dunk with Roberson.
Spurs were viewed as a slow-it-down team from their championships.
Skip ahead a bit here. Reggie Jackson in the second quarter feeding Adams for a nice jam.
Most of the time, that shot will go down.
Then we get Oladipo running on the break. Stanley Johnson to hit another wide open three. Stanley Johnson was a pretty good three-point shooter in this game. Adams gets another shot off. He was probably our best player this game.
Adams has got 4 points this quarter.
How about how he sets his man?
So we're going to try and dig in, play some good defense, get a stop here. See if we can keep this lead and stay with the Spurs. Marcus Aldridge absolutely killed me this game. I just could not defend him any way possible. I tried everything. Guy just lit it up like he does in real life. So we get Kawhi Leonard leaning with the crossover there. And then we get an M1 with Steven Adams. So the bench is back in. Gonna see what we can do with our bench. Wasn't pretty, but Roberson got a nice poster on Aldridge. Serves him right for playing so well against us. And then they leave Kanter wide open for another poster on Aldridge. Aldridge got absolutely jammed on this whole game. It's great to watch. Great fun to play. Again, we get another dunk. This game was just a dunk fest. So much fun to play.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
So it's a tight game again. Not much time left in the second. Gonna see what we can do here, if we can dig in, get some stops, and go to the half with a lead. It's not a good start, but luckily we get the block.
Johnson is out there with the monster, and there's Jackson.
So we went into halftime tied. They got a score at the start of the third. Then we come right back with a nice score from Reggie Jackson. They got a little bit of a lead on us. You know, it's the Spurs. I didn't expect to win this game, but I've played very well so far, considering the bad start. We force another turnover. Get the fast break opportunity here. And we get a nice score with Reggie Jackson. Jackson didn't play how I hoped I would play with him. I used him more as a facilitator rather than a scorer. As you can see, Ilyasova gets a nice score there. But once again, Jackson was much more of a facilitator, played more of a Rondo type of game than he would normally. Played some good defense, got a couple of nice blocks, like that one there. So now we're in the fourth quarter, 3 points down. See if we can make a comeback here. Oladipo going to work, being Sabonis in the post. And we finally get a score with Sabonis. I'm not a fan of his gameplay. I might have to trade him and see what I can get for him. Or I'll play a few more games, see how we go, and then if I can't work him out, we'll move him on. My main priority in this series is to rebuild the Thunder and hopefully to win a championship without Durant and Westbrook. If I make the playoffs, I'll be happy, but championship's my ultimate goal. So we've got a close game here. We force the turnover on Kawhi Leonard. Oladipo playing some lockdown defense.
Jordan and Olajuwon.
We're
going to dribble the ball up with Jackson, see what we can get here. Run a pick and roll with Adams on Kawhi Leonard. They had a lot of trouble defending the pick and roll. As I say that, we get blocked. But that was how I got the majority of my scores, just running the pick and roll with Adams and Kanter, leaving us wide open for a lot of shots. So we're going to go into the post here, kick it back out. Risky cross-court pass to Jackson.
And gave it to charity. Went out of his way to thank his teammates during his acceptance speech. I mean, I think it speaks of his
worked out in the end with Reggie Jackson going to the foul line. So I blew both those free throws. I wasn't too happy with myself at all. And then I leave LaMarcus Aldridge wide open for another layup. He absolutely killed us this game. So now that we're down to the last few minutes in the fourth, a lot of this gameplay is just going to be straight out. You're going to see all my mistakes, all the good, all the bad. I don't want to show you guys just the highlights and the good things. I want you to see that, you know, I'm not perfect. I want you to see the struggles of where we lost the game. But that's what happens when you're rebuilding a team, you know. You have players you're not used to. You've got players that aren't very good, like Stanley Johnson. I'm he's probably my worst starting player, but he played fairly well this game. I defended Aldridge a bit too much out on the perimeter there, and that left Tony Parker wide open for a layup. Not a good move. We get Kawhi Leonard with the cross there, and wide open three for Oladipo, but he blows it. That would have been the one to bring us back into this game. So we need to get a stop here. Unfortunately, we give an M1 to Kawhi Leonard. It makes the free throw, and we're down by 8. It's not looking good. It looks like the game's over. And then we get a massive jam from Kanter to give us a bit more momentum. It's time now that we need to get some stops, play some good defense, and get some scores on the offensive end as well. Get the stop. Oladipo, going to go all the way and get a nice jam with him. So I'm going to let you see this whole last minute of the game and see what happens. Get another score. It's a little too late though. 6 points down. A minute and a half to go. It's going to be tough to come back from this one. Tony Parker does a nice dribble move, misses, but Duncan's there to clean it up.
Duncan's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs.
So as you can see, I tried my heart out to the end, but started to get fouled a lot. Wasn't used to Stanley Johnson's free throw. Blew some free throws I probably should have made.
I love the rhythm. His outside.
And that ultimately cost us the game, along with a few more mistakes during the start of the game. If I hadn't forced the pass so much, maybe took what was there rather than try and force plays. But between that and this last 2-3 minutes where I turned the ball over a lot and made a lot of bad defensive plays, that ultimately cost us the game. So as you can see, Reggie Jackson had a really nice game. Had a few points, but his passing was ultimately the best thing about his game. He had heaps of assists. Just getting teammates involved. That's what I really want in these first few games, just to learn how to use every other player. Keep it close. As you can see, Aldridge gets us back there with another poster. 10-point game, 30 seconds left. No chance of coming back. Just going to see what I can do here. Try and get another 3 with Stanley Johnson. We're going to miss that one. Basically game over from now. Danny Green gets another layup. That puts him up by 12.
Totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down.
So that's basically the game over there, guys. We'll play it out. See the last 20 seconds, but that's the game. Didn't play too badly, I think, considering we're against the Spurs. There's always opportunity to improve though, and the next game we'll see if we can come away with a W. So I forced the offensive 3-second violation there. It's good to see that we're playing defense right till the end. But then I turn it straight back over, trying to get a sneaky score before the end of the game. So we end up going down by 12 points. But as you can see, Adams had quite a nice game. There's a lot of blocks from our team. It's an absolute block party. I wasn't too happy with Sabonis' game, but then when you look at Aldridge and Kawhi Leonard, you can see how we lost. They absolutely killed us. Thanks for watching, guys.